Located on the northeast side of Canton Township on Lilly Road, the Canton-Plymouth Mettetal Airport has long been the hub of aerial activity in western Wayne County. This general aviation airport started in the 1920s as a crop-spraying destination that provided a grass landing strip operated by the Mettetal family for local agriculturalists. After World War II, Robert Mettetal returned from active duty in the Pacific to oversee the airport as the fixed-based operation for local aviators. The airport's increased usage after the war helped Canton businesses continue to grow, especially during the time that Canton was known as the corn capital of Michigan. Since 1994, the site has been owned and operated by the State of Michigan Department of Transportation Office of Aeronautics. Overseeing all operations for MDOT is Airport Manager Jim Morency.
My basic role is I handle, first of all the safety issues that come up through regular inspections of the airport. I make sure that we're complying with the regulatory arm of the FAA and the State of Michigan. I do this in a partnership with the inspectors of MDOT Aeronautics Division. I take care of all the financials for the airport, whether it be rent, handling of fuel sales, fuel deliveries, and I also maintain the property of the airport, whether it be snow removal on the runway or maintaining the grass, maintaining the maintenance of the fuel farm, maintaining the maintenance of all the buildings and structures.
This special asset to the Canton community provides aviation support and fuel to transient and recreational pilots, including special overruns.
Canton-Plymouth Mettetal Airport is roughly around 86 acres. We operate a single runway. It's a north-south runway. It's labeled 1836. That's based on the compass heading that the runway faces. That runway is 2,303 feet long. We're registered as a general utility airport with the FAA. That also gives us the distinction of being an overflow airport, that if there's trouble with other airports and they need to land airports, they would use us to do that.
With over 100 tenants, the Canton-Plymouth Mettetal Airport is home to a variety of aircraft.
Due to our length of our runway at 2,303 feet, the bulk of our tenants are single engines, the Cessnas, the high-wing Cessnas, the low-wing Pipers. We do have several tenants here that have multi-engines. We have a twin Comanche, which is a Piper twin, Cessna 310. We also have a fair amount of helicopter traffic that will come in. They stop in. We have 3 helicopters that are tenants currently, and we get transient helicopters that come in for fuel on their way as they travel.
This self-sustaining airport serves as a safe place for aircraft operations while providing aeronautical services such as fueling, hangar rental, and aircraft maintenance. The site also provides a location where future aviation professionals and enthusiasts can gain valuable experience.
Financial considerations of owning an airport is they're not very cost-effective. They're very expensive to operate. We have the luxury here of our local EAA chapter, which is a wonderful group of volunteers. And that, as I stated, I'm the airport manager. I'm an army of one. I start my day by cleaning this terminal building, and then I might end my day by repairing a hangar or going to a meeting in Lansing. The sky's the limit. So fortunately, what helps us keep our costs down here is we've got a wonderful group of volunteers that come out in all kinds of weather to do all kinds of things. And they're all unpaid. They are licensed by the state, many of them as assistant airport managers. They are tested. They have been licensed by the state. They are familiar with the operations of the airport. And many of them have been doing them long before I was walking.
One longtime volunteer and member of the Experimental Aircraft Association Chapter 113, which is based at the Mettetal Airport, is Bill Brown, who is one of the local historians who developed his interest in aviation at an early age.
As a boy living on a farm, my mother would come to visit with us, and she would bring me these little nickel gliders to throw around and glide around. And I always had an inkling to fly. But it took a number of years and we had no money. So I kept that in the back of my mind. And as life progressed, and my children were graduated from high school, I decided it was time to start taking the flying lessons, which I mentioned before with my captain friend, and so that's when I started to fly. And I always wanted to fly for myself, never wanted to be a commercial pilot. I'm sort of a loner, I guess. So as the years progressed, I finished up my pilot's license at the Westland Airport over on Ford Road, and proceeded to purchase a number of airplanes, one brand new Cherokee, one old Cessna, and then one old Tri-Pacer.
Through the years, the Canton-Plymouth Mettetal Airport has seen a variety of aircraft land on its runway.
The airport runway is a short, half a mile runway, so you're limited to what performance the aircraft can handle. And a lot of the aircraft cannot handle the short runway, especially in the twin-rated aircraft. The single-engine aircraft can handle this half a mile runway reasonably well. We've had Dukes in here, which is made by Beech. That's a twin-engine airplane. We've had, at one time, we had a World War II Bearcat come in here for repairs. That was an honor and something that would never happen again. Those are the type of airplane, anywhere from Piper Cubs to light twins to single-engine Beech, Piper, Cessna aircraft.
Another attraction at the Mettetal Airport is the Experimental Aircraft Association Chapter 113's hangar and Educational Aviation Center, which is also located at the site.
Here at the Canton chapter, we have about 130 members, and we have many functions during the year, such as our Father's Day pancake breakfast and chili fly-ins, and we also participate in the worldwide Young Eagles program. Young Eagles has given over 2 million rides to kids between 8 and 16 over the last 25 years, totally free, and to expose them to aviation and open their eyes to maybe careers and pathways that they could go down the road.
The Experimental Aircraft Association is a global organization that was established in the 1950s by individuals looking to build their own aircrafts, but has grown through the years to include every interest in recreational aviation. Other valuable contributions to the community that the Experimental Aircraft Association provides are its public service flights.
Not only do we provide scholarships and free rides for kids, but our members also fly what we call public service flights, taking people that need to travel for medical reasons that aren't able to pay for it themselves. Volunteer pilots take them for treatments in other cities, as well as pilots in pause, where pets are relocated from endangered areas to their new homes across the country.
This local chapter has grown from 10 members to over 130 members and includes people who are interested in building and piloting their own airplane.
In our hangar here at the airport, we keep 3 airplanes that are owned by members of the local EAA chapter. This Light Sport is an airplane that's built in Europe and can be seen flying over the skies of Canton very frequently. The other 2 airplanes are actually kit airplanes, made in people's garage, basement, and finished here at the airport and test flown and purely for recreation.
Built by the chapter's members in the 1980s, the Experimental Aircraft Association at the Mettetal Airport has over 5,000 square feet of hangar space, meeting rooms, workshop space, and the Paulson Aviation Library, which houses more than 3,000 titles of works about aviation. This library was started by an area resident who didn't even own a plane, but enjoyed learning about flight and loved to read books about aviation.
Many people not only don't realize that there's an airport here in Canton, but that there's public outreach and service to the community as well. Not only do we have scholarships that we give to local people, but we also provide airplane rides to kids between the age of 8 and 16. And also for adults, there's the Eagles program that if they are interested and maybe want to get into flying, that we have a program to get them that first airplane ride and expose them to aviation and send them on their way. It's said that if you have a half a mile of road,
you can drive a half a mile in a car. Here at Canton Mettetal Airport, we have a half a mile runway, and you can go anywhere in the world from there.
Each year, one of the Experimental Aircraft Association Chapter 113's largest events is its annual Father's Day Pancake Breakfast Fly-In, which benefits its scholarship program. Learn more about this event and the EAA at their monthly meetings, which are free and open to the public and are held on the third Thursday of each month, starting at 7:30 p.m. Aviation enthusiasts can also learn more about this organization at 113.eaachapter.org.
At our monthly meetings, we have speakers ranging from chapter members who have traveled or built airplanes, restored airplanes, flown public service flights, to astronauts that have come and spoke to the group, and everyone in between in a variety of aviation subjects.
To learn more about the Mettetal Airport and how you can explore the world of aviation right here in Canton, visit michigan.gov and search Canton Plymouth Airport.